Hi, Jack Hackett here, the 2014 Prep Slam City. Right next to me is Kendal Cross, the 1996 gold medalist for wrestling. Can you tell us a little bit about that event?
Yeah, the Olympics actually were here in Atlanta in 1996. It was the Centennial Olympic Games, the 100th year of the Olympics, and I was fortunate enough to make the team and then go on and win an Olympic gold medal right here in Atlanta.
Is this your first time to Prep Slam?
It is. It is. It sure is. I work with a team out of Texas called Trinity Christian Academy in Texas, in the Dallas area. And so yeah, I was able to. I took a coaching position with the team. Work with several of the kids on the team, and I've worked with them since they were real small. 5, 6 years old. So I came to help out.
Cool. How does this event differentiate from other events that you've been to?
Well, at this level, for the high school level, it's actually very similar to some of the national tournaments that I've been to, and I work with kids pretty much every day. That's what I do. I train kids and also some MMA fighters, and work with our U.S. World Olympic teams. But as far as this level goes, the high school level, this is very similar to what I'm used to. Big national tournaments and quality participants, good teams. Very similar.
How does Olympic wrestling differ from high school and college wrestling?
Well, the rules are a little different in that, I would say that, to give you a broad sense of the differences in high school wrestling or folk style, it's better known as folk style, wrestling is really about controlling a guy and getting him down, taking him down and holding him down and putting him on his back. Freestyle, it's a lot more technical. It's kind of like you don't have to have as much control over your opponent to score points. So folk style is more about control. Freestyle is more about technique and finesse and being able to score points without control.
Okay. What is the most satisfying part about wrestling?
The win. Just winning. You're out there by yourself. Either you win or you lose, and you don't have teammates. And wrestling is a very difficult sport in terms of preparation. It's rough. You get your head thrown into the mat, among other things, so the training. It's more kind of like the commitment and the dedication, and then the discipline to be able to work real hard to go out there and get a win. And so, I think for these kids, I love to see it when, they get a chance to get their hand raised, because the work that they put in, they realize that that's the gratification of the work that they put in. It's just, it's a neat thing to see. So, winning. Well, personally, at this level, and even younger, as a kid, growing up and then going into junior high and high school, I didn't cut a whole lot of weight. It's through your growing years where you're growing just through your most formative growth years, especially in high school. I think it's, if you're holding your weight, if you're managing or restricting your diet for 6 months out of the year during your growing years, I think there's an effect. And so, honestly, I'm not crazy about it. I don't think I would want my own son to do it. And also, there's a lot of misinformation with regard to how to lose weight. And so I'm against it. Bottom line, I think that USA Wrestling and also high school and folk style wrestling has taken measures to try to at least abate the weight cutting issue and keep it to a bare minimum. Kids are going to do it whether we like it or not, but we can put measures in place that will not encourage it. For example, weighing in 1 hour before you wrestle. If you weigh in 1 hour before you wrestle, it's going to be, if you do cut, it's going to be really hard to perform. And I think it's one of the biggest deterrents is just simply that. Weigh in, even perhaps right before you step on the mat. Get on the scale. And I was talking to the coach that I work with about this just last night, putting a scale right in front of the mat, and you get on the scale, you go out on the mat. And you have to be at a certain weight. So it'll really discourage any kind of weight cutting, because the thing about weight cutting is it zaps your energy. It depletes you of nutrition, and there's just nothing really good about it. However, after high school and into college, it's a little more prevalent. You also have a little more information. You're a little better conditioned, and then further on into international wrestling, You know, as you grow and your body gets a little bigger, there may be, you know, a time or an opportunity to restrict your diet and cut weight. But again, that's later in your life and also more conditioned and with a lot better information on how to cut weight, or I shouldn't say cut weight, but manage your weight correctly.
Final question, Jack, that we've been asking everybody.
If you could sum up wrestling in just a few words or one sentence, yeah, do that.
What it means to you.
Yeah, what it means to you.
What it's meant to you.
Well, okay. What for me, you know, my wrestling has been, and it is for everybody that does it. It's a microcosm of life. You know, you go out there by yourself. You take out there only your preparation. You have a coach in the corner who can yell advice, give you advice, but they can't come out there and do it with you. And that's life. You know, so it's a great example, or it's just what it is. It's a microcosm of life, and what a great, an awesome teacher for kids to have, an experience for kids to have when they are faced with life.
Thank you very much.